Another Dr. Zaius adventure.
All right, welcome back. This is a doozy. Fun Mike and I did our biggest ride yet. We did section 5 of the Arizona BDR. It's a 500-mile weekend for us, with over 100 of it being in the dirt. So as you can see from that first clip, that rock wall was literally about 4 minutes into our trip. We turned the first corner and there's a giant rock wall. Then you're watching us plow through the desert right now, because after that we immediately got lost. We missed our turn and started having to self-navigate. Magellan we are not. We eventually find our way back to the BDR track on the GPS, where we immediately had to take off our base layer, because in the first 15 minutes of this ride, we're both sweating our asses off. So we strip down out of that base layer, re-gear up, and then off we go.
It's holy God. Okay, so we were looking for a new experience.
Oh, we found it.
And we found it. My initial thought was, okay, we're gonna get the sand right off the bat. Thankfully that was short-lived, but that transitioned into massive rock.
Fucking, that's a pretty good rock garden right from the get, wasn't it?
So Mike and I started our journey in Phoenix, Arizona, then drove north on Highway 17 up to Flagstaff on Friday. Friday was a total slab day. We cruised up there, stayed the night, saw the town of Flagstaff, which is a great little town, by the way. And then we got up early on Saturday. It's about a 25-mile ride or so, maybe even less than that, over to Winona, which is the start of Section 5, and that's where we jumped onto the trail. All right, well, let's talk bikes. Fun Mike is on his Honda 300 Rally. He did absolutely awesome. He has soft bags on the side. We were both packed for 2 nights. We did 2 nights in the hotel with 2 days slab and 1 day on the trail. So I was on the Aprilia Tuareg 660 Rally, so I was on a middleweight adventure. Mike was on a smaller lightweight adventure, and I can tell you right now, Section 5, although it had some big challenging moments with some pretty sketchy rock gardens, and there's a wicked sand section we'll talk a lot about coming up here, but middleweight bike, no problem at all. So as we take this first section, you can look off into the distance and see a bunch of cinder cones. Those are old volcanoes. And as we get closer to those, you can start to see the black incorporated into the dirt. That black is volcanic sand. And eventually we're going to find ourselves in solid volcanic sand. But for now, this terrain is fairly stable, some loose rocky parts and filled with a little bit of light sand, but really an enjoyable start to the ride as we're crossing over this desert. This first stretch really felt like a pretty good warm-up outside of that first rock garden we did. And we really didn't understand what was coming at us next, but we were enjoying this kind of peaceful terrain as we were heading toward those cinder cones. Well, as you can clearly see, warm-up ride over. Now we're deep in it. This is just like riding on sand. This is, a foot deep in most of the places. You're trying to stay at the bottom of the ruts because that's the only place you can find traction. Right now, I was cursing my stock tires and wishing that I had changed those things out before this ride, but we got to keep going.
Oh, we found it. See that?
No joke.
No. Oh my God.
Oh, but that was some Dr. Z boogie woogie, man. Your ass was moving.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta keep this thing going.
Yeah.
As you can see, the trail kind of narrows down, and every now and then there's a pretty good like S corner or a left and a right kind of hairpin like corner, and that's where all the soft sand just gathers up. So making it around those corners, we were doing pretty good, but then finally one of them, it just got us. You can see the cinder cone on the side of it, and that black sand is all the way to our left, and it's just flowing right down across the trail that we're on. The site was just an amazing thing to see, and you're concentrating so hard, sometimes you forget to look around. You really can't, so we would stop all the time and just kind of take it all in. But what an amazing sight to see all this black volcanic sand, even though it was kicking our butts most of the time.
Well, at least it's not getting easier. I was that close. that close. Yeah. Oh. I'm like, oh God.
Yep.
All right. You ready? Oh God.
Okay.
That's a pretty good pile up.
I think I just took your license plate.
Oh, perfect.
Nice. All right.
All right. Let's unwad them.
Yeah.
Might have to go you first.
Probably so.
Let's see.
Yeah. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 3.
Thank you, baby.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. God, that's a big. All right.
Oh, I got it.
You got it right there?
I got it.
There's a lot of weight coming at you.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta go forward a little bit. Hold on.
Yep, and that's how fast it happens. We were pretty happy with ourselves, though. That was our really only off in the whole trip. And none of the bikes got hurt. We weren't hurt. We're kind of laughing about it. We landed in the soft sand. But you can see when we were picking our bikes up just how loose and soft that sand was. It was a real challenge, but man, you felt like a sense of accomplishment when you got through that section. So all fun and games in the land of the BDRs.
I think we're out of the Black Forest, though.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, this is different Earth. And that looks like the same Earth as this.
Yes.
I think I go this way. Oh, no. I think this is it. I think this is where we land.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, wait, that was pretty good, man.
Yeah?
That was...
I wish I hadn't run into their ass end, but you know.
Dude, as long as we're okay and we land in sand, that's fine.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the dirt's changed again. No more black volcanic sand. We're back into some gravel and rock zone. So this trip is really divided up into 4 kind of sections for us. That first opening section that I called it going across the plains and getting your feet underneath you. Then that second wicked section was, I just called it the Black Forest, man. We felt like we were in that black sand in the forest for a very long time. Now this third section, this is actually pretty nice. It gets a little rocky in places. There's some pretty good rock gardens. But this turns out to be a really fun section where the terrain is pretty diverse, but the sand, the black volcanic sand, is no longer there. The last section, the fourth section, it's kind of a combination. You go through a wind farm, which is really surreal, riding your motorbikes right next to these giant wind machines. And then it takes you right from the wind farms into the forest. And that final stretch as we cut over to go to the Grand Canyon, It's all through the forest, and everything turns green with green grass everywhere, and the trail just becomes epic dirt, and just a perfect way to finish the ride. Now, as you look over my shoulder, you're going to see Fun Mike wanting to take a little side route. He decides to explore on his own, has himself a goat rodeo, goes side to side, but manages to keep it up somehow. I don't think he had his legs on the pegs for about 15 seconds there, but you know what? Good on ya.
Wipeout ever. What? Almost the most epic wipeout ever. I caught a rock back there on the flat, and it fucking threw me all the way off the trail, way over here. I'm trying to recover, I get another rock, I go all the way across the fucking trail, and I'm not going all the way like to the pit. Now that's off the trail. In full direction. I got one leg hanging up. I thought, oh my God.
You added another mile to the BDR. Oh my God.
Oh. That would have hurt. That's all rock.
Oh.
So after the wind farm, Fun Mike and I find ourselves on a pretty straight line headed for the forest. And this is where you really got to see the terrain just change. You'll watch the dirt go from kind of light brown to this reddish soil. And it was actually really kind of cool. Then once it hit that kind of that red soil color, we went right into the forest and it absolutely just got beautiful. I'll speed this part up just so you can see it, but the transition was really cool as we made our final journey into the final leg of this ride through the forest and to the Grand Canyon. So as always, I'm going to let you go and enjoy the last little bit of this ride as we take these final turns and we ultimately find the Grand Canyon. But what an epic journey. The Arizona BDR section number 5 was a huge success for us. We can't wait to do more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Both of our bikes did fantastic. Fun Mike and I had an absolute hoot of a time as usual. Be safe, have fun. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Bye.